Hi, welcome back. This is Muhammad Imran Khan. Here I am going to explain the simple cash withdrawal app. Let us start. Coming to the user interface, here initially I have user details here, and here account balance, which is initially have 2000, and down here I have different denominations uh, of withdrawal. Once I click any button, so the balance will be updated like this, like this. So if I'm going to deduct the amount which is greater than the balance, then it will shows one message: you do not have sufficient balance, please select less amount. So I'm selecting less amount. I'm deducting 100. Now I'm going to deduct 200. So again the message came: you do not have sufficient balance, please select less amount. So I'm selecting less amount. Okay, now balance is 0. Again I'm going to click any button. Another message is shown here: your account running out of balance. So this is the thing we need to develop now. uh, I'm refreshing the page. So just for understanding, here two things are changing. One is the balance, another is one is the message will be come according to the transactions. So we are going to put the balance and the message in the state. So using React, we are going to develop these s- simple application. Now refreshing the page, coming to the coding part. This is my IDE. Uh, Here in app.js we have already some data here, having the nomination list containing the objects with key value pairs, ID value with the respective values. Here I am accessing the component. Here props are taking as a denomination list. Coming to the components, I created two components. One is the cash withdrawal, another is the denomination item. The denomination item uh, will have these denomination values, and a remaining component containing this part. So coming to the denomination item, I already written some CSS files here. And coming to the cash withdrawal component, we have already some written files here, CSS files. Just we can access during our coding. It have media screen and different class names available here. So let us drive into the code. Yeah, first of all we will develop the denomination item here. So I am importing the index.css file here. Now I'm creating a functional component which is denomination item. Here I'm accessing properties with props. Now I'm exporting this default denomination item. Let us okay. Coming to here, I am defining denomination details and updated balance from properties props. So I destructured here these properties as denomination details and update balance. Again I am destructuring the denomination details as values. So coming to the here, now we are going to return the denomination details here in a this command. I'm using class name here, denomination item, and now I'm clicking a button with the denomination values taking here. Simply I'm calling the value here and adding some functionalities to the button, taking attribute button and taking class name already written. Just I'm simply calling denomination button, and I am taking on click event to update the balance. For example, taking on click denomination. So simply I'm writing on click event and writing in method a function. So I'm saving this. So the function is not defined, so I'm writing the function to update the balance. Constant on click denomination denomination. So I'm writing update balance with respective value. So this is our component which is we are created. I'm zooming this one. At present already start the our development server. Just I'm showing. Once the code is completed, we need to install the dependencies command. I have already installed the dependencies, so it shows like update message. Once it is completed, then we are going to start the development server. In our local host, we will see the output here. So it is opening. Once it will open, so we have in this port, we will see the output. Right now nothing will be displayed because we are writing the code, it's not yet completed. One component is we have written, that is denomination. This is the denomination. Now I am zooming the page for your better experience. I'm minimizing this using F11. Okay, this is the denomination component. Coming to the cache withdrawal, here I am going to write the cache withdrawal. First of all, I will import the component. I am going to writing class component to implement this code. Next, I am importing denomination item from already written component, that is denomination item. Right, up to here it is okay. Now I'm importing the styles index.cs. So now we are going to write the class that is using class component, giving name cache withdrawal extends component. So I need to export this one. Cache withdrawal. Some spelling mistake is there. Okay, cache withdrawal. Up to here Up to here it is okay. Cash withdrawal. So I'm saving it. It's compiled, but nothing will be displayed. No, as we discussed, we are taking the state here, which is changing time to time. The balance, initial balance will be the 2000, and message also changing. So I'm putting the message with first initializing with empty in state. Uh, After defining the state, now I'm going to write the render. First of all, we will checking what is the display will be shown here. So simply I'm writing some containers to update the user interface. I'm writing app container. Next, another div I'm taking here with the class name cache with container. In this, I'm taking another container that is defining user details container. In this, we will write class name equal writing initial of the user here, initial container. Simply I'm taking some para. In this para, I will write the initial and here I'm accessing the initial. Now we are going to save this one. Okay, initial is not defined, so some spelling mistake. Okay, so okay, we need to initialize the user and define the username. So simply I'm taking here the name Imran Khan. I'm writing the initial. Simply I'm writing slice method. Using the slice method, I'm slicing the name first letter. Okay, up to here it is okay. I'm taking the initial, accessing the initial here, and now I'm going to access the name also here. Accessing the name here in this content. After the development, taking a para element, having the class name, and simply accessing the yeah. Up to now it is okay. Just we will going to check the user interface. Let us see. Okay, fine. Up to here it is okay. Container is it created. In this container we have another container, and one container is belong to username, user details. I have written the user details here. So now going to implement the remaining code. I'm zooming again. So coming to our user interface, we have some additional things here. After describing the name, defining the name, we are now going to writing the balance container. Coming to the here, we need to write another, taking another div. Coming to the in this table belt, I'm writing the class name as balance container. In this balance container, we have one text here, writing the class name here. The class name will be showing the our text, your balance, and the remaining thing we need to write the balance here. I'm writing the class name. What is updated balance you are getting, we need to showing here. Okay, up to here it is okay. Balance is not defined, so see, already it is in state. Simply I'm accessing the balance here, constant balance. I'm also need to access the message also here from the state. So in rendered part we are defining this. Okay, up to now we will check what it is displayed. So the thing is displayed here, the initial balance is 2000. Now coming to the denomination part, we are going to write the remaining code here. For the denomination, simply after the balance, we are going to write we need to show a message also. So coming to the message, I am taking the message with conditional rendering. I need to display the message because the message according to the balance will be changed, low balance or out of balance. So I'm taking a conditional rendering. If the message will be true, then we will display the required message here. So I'm taking class name here, I'm taking the class name as like some applying the style insufficient balance. Okay, fine. Here I'm accessing the message for display. Okay, next insufficient balance. Next message also displayed here. Now I'm writing the I'm taking the pair element here, writing class name withdraw, showing this message as withdraw. Up here I'm saving here, and next I'm writing another pair element having the class name, which is containing choose denomination or sum, choose sum in rupees. Okay, let us check what is the output up to here now. Fine. Up to now we created this interface and writing the remaining code. Now we need to access the denomination here. Already I write the component and import here the denomination item component. So simply I'm accessing the denomination component. The list will be the component will accesses here. I'm taking the class name as denominations list, and coming to the here. Now in the UL I am accessing the denomination item component. So denomination coming to the here, we are accessing the denominations list. From the props we are accessing denomination list here. Now using the map method we will arrange the no using map method I'm going to arrange the denomination items. So I'm with using map method iterating with each denomination. When we are going to using the map method in this code, it will iterate over the all items in the having denomination list. So each denomination will now accessing the denomination item here. Up to here it is okay. Just I'm simply saving here. One error we came 20 denominations list is not defined. Okay, we are going to define denominations list with the props. So simply here I'm accessing denominations list from the props. Okay, up to here it is okay. Let's check the output. Nothing will be shown because we are not pass the props here. So I'm passing the props and taking the key for uniqueness. We are taking key we already have in denominations list the ID and value. So ID will be the key for this. Each denomination dot ID will be the key, and taking the denomination details details of each denomination, and saving up to here. Let's check. Okay, the values are passed here but it not in proper manner way. So some class name will be mistake, maybe we'll checking denominations okay, spelling mistake. So now it will be arranged in proper way. So it is our user interface we up to here constructed, but it I'm refreshing the page, but it has no functionality we are applied here. So coming to the functionality, when we it is the initial amount. When we are going to clicking this particular amount, so this button has to uh, act as a on click event, and the event handler need to be triggered. In that event trigger, which item will be clicked, so that that specified item having that value. So that value will be detected from uh, the the balance, the state. So we need to implement this code here. Coming to the here, I have been calling a function update balance here. In this, I will calling the update balance. So I'm simply saving here. So we need to update the balance, which is already defined in the denomination uh, item component. Let us check. This is the update balance. We need to update with a uh, particular value. So let's write a array function to update the specified balance. Now I'm going to writing the using if else statement. I will update the state according to the button clicked. The required amount will be deducted and the required message will be need to update. So simply I'm writing the update balance function, taking argument value here, writing arrow function. Now I'm taking balance from the state. Time to time it will be updated. So using with if else statement, if balance will be 0, so the state need to update with the required message. What is that message? For example, you're taking your account running out of balance. Okay, up to here it is okay. Let us check. Nothing will happen here. So I'm writing all the conditions, then we will going to check. So coming to the in this statement, if balance is 0, then we will update the state with a empty balance message. And if else, if the balance is less than the value, whatever the value mentioned button, if the balance is less than that value, we need to update the state as message will be displaying you do not have sufficient balance, please select less amount. So one condition, another condition is also written here. Now if both conditions are uh, not satisfied, we are taking else statement. In this else statement, now I'm going to write the actual thing, that is I'm taking the state here to update the balance. So taking previous state, in this I'm writing the balance to update previous state dot balance minus value. So coming to the initial conditions, if balance is 0, then we will display this message. We don't go to update the balance. And another condition, if the balance is less than value, we will show that this message. If the balance have more than the respective button value, respect to the button amount. So we will deduct the required amount, button amount from the whatever the balance is here. So I'm writing this thing and also updating the message, empty message. We don't need to show any message here. So this is the our code where we are written. Sorry, something opened my tools here. So this is the our simple app. Now we are going to checking the user interface. Refresh the page. The initial balance will be 2000. I'm going to deduct the 500, 500, 500. I'm going to deduct 100. Now I'm going to deducting the 500. Oh, fine. The message displayed here. Now I'm going to deducting 200, 100. Again going to deducting 200. The message came here. I'm deducting 50, 0. Now the balance is 0. Again I'm going to trying to withdraw some amount. So simply the message came here, your account running out of the balance. So this is the simple app which is we are uh, created here, taking different components, functional component, class component, having with state maintained in the um, maintained the balance and message, and having different uh, denomination items available here. According to the denomination, we created some conditions. If the balance 0, we will displaying one message. If the balance is less than this button values, then we are displaying another message. If not, if it is a sufficient balance, we will deducting simply the amount here. So thank you friends, this is my app which is showing cash withdrawal. Thank you.